Hello and welcome again to Steve's Long-Stay Workshop, where radios come to be repaired if they've been, shall we say, abused. And here we have a set that obviously has. We do look at transistor sets as well, by the way. This is a transistor set, it's a Roberts Rambler. For those of you who don't know, a transistor is like a three-legged fuse. They blow. Well, that's not strictly true, but it's a nice joke to say. They come in two kinds, germanium and silicon, and this is all silicon. Look at difference between germanium and silicon transistors in another video. But I don't know how this set got like this. I really don't. One side's broken. We can fix that. Speaker's disconnected, and the ferrite rod disappeared, as has the switches. Again, I'll wear the switches out for it to test it, and also here are the coils for it as well. Here. So I've got them to find out where they go as well. Now with something like this, the first thing you need to do is get on the circuit diagram, which is here, and have a look. The basic long wave medium wave radio, nothing too bad to tell about it. It's just an ordinary two-band radio that's had a bit of a rough time. And so what we do, have a look round and see what we've got. The circuit board looks to be okay. Obviously 6 bits are missing from it. The speaker's here, and first thing we do is look and find out where the power goes in. On this one, negative goes straight to deck. So now with that there, and the meter on meter check, we should actually get something on the circuit board here. We do. Okay, so that's negative. Now positive on this, it goes across, goes to the top end, it goes, and this first component it comes to is C19. Basically the battery goes across C19. So I find C19, maybe see it on the circuit, and wire the battery across that. The two wires here actually, I don't know what they are, but maybe these are the ones for the on off switch. So we'll have a look and we'll see where they go. First of all, one of them must go to the off switch. It does. And the other one obviously doesn't, because it's not there. Same colour. Now always check. Never assume anything radio. Never. Check the colours as well and check thoroughly. I have on this, and I think we're okay. So what first thing we'll do here is join these two wires together, and hopefully that will put power juice to the radio from the battery. That's the first thing we do. Juice, electricity, call it what you want, you know, but it's only 9 volts. So with these two linked together, like I'm going to be doing it right now. By the way, when a set like this comes in, you've got a number of different options. One is tuck it in the bin, which we don't do here. One is to put it in the spare box, if possible. Or the third one is, of course, to see if it works. Now, with them linked together now, we should have a resistance to it, and the associated capacitor charging up as well. So let's see if we do. And we do. That capacitor is more than likely C19. So now, the speaker. The speaker on this, by the way, I've looked at already, but I'll check again to make sure. It measures 13 ohms, I think. I'll just check that. And with these also, there should be a crackle. There is. So the speaker is also okay. So we'll now connect up the speaker as well, and see what this rather unfortunate radio has to say for itself. You know, one thing that does get me actually is when people do this sort of thing to poor innocent radios. I mean, what has this radio done to anybody in its life? Given a wrong football score perhaps? Who knows, but yeah. Whatever it's done, it didn't deserve to end up like this, so we'll put it back to its glory, although it may of course take some time for us to do that, which of course is fine. Don't forget, of course, that if you've been through all this, you've been in a state as well. So maybe before you take a life on some Putin, is it radio? Maybe you should think. If it was a dog or a cat, by the way, you'd be up before the court and wrap this up. But radios, they don't seem to have that, which is a shame, because I think radios do need protection from certain types of listeners. That's just my thought anyway. So that one goes into there like that. That one goes onto there like that. And hopefully we shall have a radio and speakers. At that point, we'll see if we get anything at all. If we do, obviously we won't get anything from it station-wise, but we should know if the output stages are okay, and also possibly the RFs as well, IFs as well. By the way, also, when you're working on a radio, start at the audio side, then the intermediate frequency side, and then the RF. AIR, what we all breathe, air. Okay, so that's where we do it. When I put the power supply unit in there, well, then it's pair, which every decent woman has a pair of something. Anyway, yeah. So get a bit more of this cable off here for now. Put it back together later, and see if it'll talk to me. I hope it does, by the way, because the superb little set stays, they really are. They really are excellent little set stays, and cheap one like this is quite frankly appalling. It really is. Right, so let's connect up the speaker connected, and the battery, and let's see what, if anything, comes out of this lovely radio. We've got something. Oh well, that means that the IF is okay, more or less. The audio amps are okay, and so we've got a chance here to get some working radio out of this. So now look at the circuit, and we find out where the switches are, and of course also we look at where the antenna coils go in place as well. So we do that, and I'll get back to you when they're all in place. So stay right there, and I'll be back in 2 minutes from now. Well, 3 or 4 probably, but nothing to you, because of course I'm going to pause the camera. Well, the set is now completely out of the case. The case is going to have to be repaired. As you can see, it's split on one side and the cheek is split on the other side. Again, we can sort that out, but I generally leave casework until after the electronics are done. But in this case, quite frankly, that might not be very long, because I took out the case and I took 2 wires together.
When he burst onto the scene, we all went wow, didn't we? But let's be honest,
There you are, straight away, Radio 5 Live. Not the right place on the dial, but things probably have been mucked about with. But this set is definitely a goer. So now, I'll look at where all these switches and things go on here, on the circuit. Put them in place, put the cards back in, and now with the circuit diagram and the layout diagram, which are here, I've managed to find out exactly what goes where. I've actually managed to get medium wave and long wave as well. That's long wave, you see, and that is that side out. So now, of course, it's a simple job of the case. Now the case is here, and it's a bit of a mess. It came like that. So what I'll do, I'm going to start by putting that back in place like that. And then I'll glue it, and here I will just again glue it all into place inside, and hopefully it will stick. It won't be perfect, but you know, it'll do. So the case and the radio will still work, and the radio and the case will be reunited as soon as possible. But right, well, now I've got the case held back together, gluing in place as we speak with a weight on top as well. I'm going to put that out of the way now and leave it till tomorrow, when I'll set the handle, which also wants a little bit of work as well. But for now, there's not else I can do with the case apart from leave it to dry and leave it to stick together, which it does very quickly indeed, because this is good stuff. This anyway, that's the case. Now the radio itself, I'm going to go and find a ferrite rod and put the aerial and antenna back in place. Right, back in the workshop now. I can tell you about the progress I've made with this Roberts Rambler, which came to me as a complete basket case. First of all is the case, which is here, and as you can see, it's now together, and it's ready for the set to go back into. Once it's been cleaned, of course, that'll be ready to go. So the case is now clean. In the set itself, was short of two things: the antenna and the switches. Switches are on the way, but the antenna rod has come, the ferrite rod has come, so I've today been able to rebuild the antenna, like so. And what I've done to make it work properly for now is wire the switches so the set is a medium wave set only. And as you can hear, it works rather well. Across the band. So for now, that is the current situation with this poor puppy that came to me. Now, the antenna coil and ferrite rod missing, but the cords were here, so I put them on a new rod and put them in the set. And to put them in place, I used these from Tool Zone. Don't know what they're for, brushes and things, but the perfect amateur radio and radio use in this way. So always get a few of these. Actually, I'm a bit short of one size now, so I need to get some more, which I'll do probably very, very soon. So it is now working on all bands. Now I won't start realigning it yet, although I don't think this one will need much realignment, and that is because you realign it properly after all the faults on the set have been fixed. As yet there's no long wave, as you can see, but it does work on medium wave, so that's what we'll have to deal with in very, very soon. But when you're aligning a radio like this, do the audio side first, A, intermediate, R, I, and RF, air. So it's A, I, R, air, okay? I've told you that before. Now in this case, the audio side of it is done with a pot on the board here, and you set for minimum quiescent current. Quiescent current, by the way, or as I sometimes call it, quiet current, is where the amp is sat there doing very little, but ready to spring into action as soon as the signal hits it to put out. Yeah, this means that the amp is working to its greatest potential, better for the transistors, and also better for you because, of course, it lengthens battery life. Now, these things, PP9s, they aren't exactly free. How cheap these days are, let's face it. These cost me £6, so yeah, they don't. Anything that lets them last a bit longer has got to be welcome. The IF side of this, by the way, yellow, white, and black. Yellow is the first IF, white is the second IF, and black is the final third IF on this set. Yellow, right, black. There is in most cases a colour code to these. Red, by the way, is the oscillator coil, which you do next, of course, and that puts it more or less together. Then, of course, there's another one back there for bringing in long wave with medium wave. So don't do any of that until the set is working, ready to go, which this set already is. Okay? Well, at this stage now, I have the switches in the radio, and then turn it in the radio, and it's very, very sensitive. Actually, very much so. But that is not the end of the story. Something which you must always check on these sort of radios, or any sort of radio, and it's in the IF stage. That is for quiescent current. Now, quiescent current is where the radio should be when it's not being used. There it is, being used. Turn the radio down, and you see it sets up on 13.4 milliamps on the meter here, which goes in series with the battery. So now, on this radio, always follow circuit diagram if you can. Get in here, and you need to go up to 12.4. $13.4. It goes up to 14.4. That's too high. It's a bit dodgy, but we'll set it. This is important because the radio in question there, we have 14.4 exactly. That is important because now the battery will last longer. So, as I said previously, PP3s, PP9s are not cheap. Anyway, there it is, working radio.
Evening all, how you doing, Carl?
There you are. Crackled a bit because I've got that quad battery. But now, if I had to put the thing on properly, I would have a normal working radio. Also with this one, I've noticed that the RF and the IF are particularly good and more sensitive on this as they are. So I'll leave them as they are. So the next thing is to put the thing together, and then, well, from a junk box radio to a working radio. Now the set is back together.
The way that sport can change.
Saturday was a
And
good...
as you can tell, they're working as well. This set came from me, from eBay, as a box of bits, some of which were missing. But with new antenna coil and a new switch assembly. By the way, the switch assembly came to me free from Pastimes Radio, Richard Booth there. Check up his site, by the way, Richard Booth at pastimesradio.co.uk, I think it is. And Pastimes Radio in Google will hit us anyway. Go and buy his set repair off Richard. He's a really lovely guy and a great help to me, anybody else who brings him right out as well. Anyway, that's it. Working. Working again after all that time. Coming to the scrapper.
What do you think, Nicola?
And now works. So with that, I was going to say goodbye and hope you join me again soon in Long Stay Workshop. Bye bye and God bless. Oh, and keep fixing radios. Ta-ra.